dark. We took the long way down, just to find in somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try. A million of wasted patches in light. We grew up in the suburbs and we cut all our ties. Now just take a look at the super clean eyes. Your uncle found the road up a bit to the right. The stones are left here at the beginning of days, and each step that was taken wore a little away. That in of itself, well, it was something to say. A conversation that could last the end of the day. We got here in the dark. We took the long way down, just to find in somewhere inside this ancient town. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. Just to throw the planet at the first light. And we thought we'd make it alive. Or at least we'd give it an honest try. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. We talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive. And we talked about it all night. We thought we'd make it alive.
Hey, looks like we're live. Let's see, I'm here. It says we're live. Looks good. Everything looks good. Let me just take some things out. If you're curious, that was Witches by Good Kid. Yeah, that was Witches by Good Kid. I really like it. Let me just get everything else set up right now real quick. Shouldn't take very long. We're just have to move a couple things. There we go. There's that. There. We're live. Live. Maybe I'll wait a couple. No. I think I'll just get started now. I can't do music because I don't have a good enough microphone, so it's just going to keep playing. It's going to echo, and that would be bad. That would be bad, and we wouldn't like it. Anyways, any whatnot, we're going to get into creating the map. There we go. Maps up. All right. Just gonna move. Oh, I forgot to adjust this all the way to the edge. There we go. Here we are. The map's up, and we can now work on the map. We'll go over North Torren first, because that's the one I have up on the second monitor. All right. It's getting real slow. All right. I'll just be explaining some things in North Torren, what's going on with North Torren. We're just going to be doing some of that while we wait for people to show up and questions to be asked. So, North Torren. North Torren is, the northmost Torren, right? I hope that makes sense. Should make sense. So it's this one because, as a reminder, we're doing this on a 90-degree. We're doing this as if it was tilted 90 degrees, so the map can sprawl out longer. So this is north, east, south, and west. And we'll be getting to each of those within tonight's stream because they're very small. We'll be putting it, and then we'll be putting in like some islands, and then after islands, we'll be throwing some, those landmarks and stuff on top of things. So that's what we'll be doing. Something somewhere. I don't know where it went. Where did it go? It's not here. Huh. It's not up there either. Oh, we can go up here. Full screen that. So we just have everything fully there. I don't know where that went, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. North Torren, Northmost Torren. It's allied with West Torren because there's a war going on between the four of these over something. North Torren, though, there's something pretty cool about North Torren, and that's that it's like really high up off the ground and floating 120 yards above sea level, which is exactly one football field. North Torren is one football field above the sea because of magic. Currently, that's all we have for North Torren as a continent, but we can get into the specific locations. Just after I do this, there we go. So there's I have 5 written down. First one, the Eternal Volcano. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what the Eternal Volcano is and does, because I assume you'll be able to tell that it is a volcano that is eternally erupting, and that's what it is. But there's some special things about it, right? It's a cultural, spiritual milestone. I don't think that works there necessarily. So I'll have to change that at some point. Let's check. I did use that already. All right, so we're not going to be using this piece because we've already used it, and it's very significant, and you can definitely tell. But they see it. The people of North Torren, that is, they see the volcano as a symbol of strength and resilience, because it's never given up, I suppose. Is that the best way to say it? It's always going. So, it's like, hey, you should also be always going like the volcano. The rocks that it spews, because there's lava and rocks, because that's what volcanoes do. The rocks that it spews are extremely valuable in some circles for something. What would that thing be? Couldn't tell you right now. Couldn't tell you. Let's see. It's an extremely wealthy nation because of the extremely high prices that these minerals sell for. Give me just a second. I'm just gonna do something real quick because I'm getting kind of cold. I'm just gonna button it up. I'm gonna throw on a jacket. If you'll just excuse me while I unbutton this jacket to, put it on. There we go. Didn't button it all the way. Just a couple. Right, and there we go. I got a jacket on, and hopefully I will be less cold. Hopefully. Can't promise anything, though. Just say that I hopefully won't be as cold. Sorry, I just needed to button up the sleeves so that they're not open. Yeah. Anyways, any how, any what? North Torin. What else about the Eternal Volcano is there? Because of the obvious inherent dangers of the Eternal Volcano being a constantly erupting volcano, the government has decided to implement and create a location only known as that is known as the Skyborn Citadel, because it's Skyborn because it's on a floating island. Go figure. Yeah. Many see the volcano as a place of spiritual significance, which I've already stated before in this paragraph, and that it holds the secret to the continent's resilience, which doesn't mean anything. People also believe that there's some fire elementals living down there in the bottom. Are they? Maybe. I truly don't have to solidify it until someone calls me on my bullshit, or whoever gets to play in this world chooses to go down there. But that's up to them. No, not that one. This one. Bottom left. Yeah. That's that was the Eternal Volcano. Next we're gonna go to the Geyser Top Plateau, which, judging by its name, I'm sure you can assume that it's a big old plateau with a bunch of geysers on it, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. What is there? This looks... That's weird. Nothing significant. It's just a bit weird. But. Let's see. What should we do here? No, that one doesn't fit. This one does, though. Large plateau, tens of geysers on it. The aftermath shows miniature rainbows, so people like it to meditate as it's rough, but it has a good ending or something along those lines. Because I imagine there's probably a philosophy close to that in our world too, but maybe not. I'm just gonna check on something really quick. I have a slow computer, so it might take a bit to check on what I'm trying to check on. But they also maybe not. All right. I got what I wanted. We have to switch back to that. All right. Yeah. That's well, it's not the entirety of it. The main people that live up there, because it is also a tourist attraction, but its but there are people that live up there, mainly like ascetic monks and whatnot, right? So that's why it's really good for meditating, or not why, but that's why the ascetic monks are up there, because it's really good for meditating. Um, 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 the monks there worship Regni, the god of nature, I believe. Let me check that. It'll take. Didn't take nearly as long as I thought. Regni, god of nature. All right. Okay, it was being weird. My doc was. Uh, yeah, they worship Regni, the god of nature, which is cool because they have all that cool stuff up there, all the geysers. Um, along up there with the geysers, there's like a plethora. Love that word, plethora of vegetation. Uh, vegetation, a secondary temple to Regni, uh, as opposed to the main temple in Dynacurd, with where all the main temples are, because that's just where they are in the world. But there's that. There's hot springs, healing pools, stuff of that nature. And there's other gardens where the people actually meditate. Well, some people meditate, some people meditate in or near the geysers. Some people just do it in the gardens because they want to. Because they want to. But that's it for North Torren. So now we're getting on to East Torren. East Torren. So I'm sure, as you can assume, since North Torren is allied with West Torren, East Torren is allied with South Torren. The only other thing I have about East Torren is the Roth, which is I blatantly stole the idea from the Crick from NADPOD. Blatantly stole it from that. Just jointed almost one for one, but not exactly one for one. The Roth. Since I mentioned it, we can talk about it. The Roth is if you've seen NADPOD, you would know it's similar. Well, I guess you wouldn't know, but you would know now that I've said it's like a one-for-one rip-off of the Crick. You could assume if you've seen NADPOD that it would be. Let's go. Sorry, I just need to pick something. That one. There we go. That was it. The Roth. So, instead of Crick elves, we have Roth dwarves. Instead of the Grandma tree, we have the Grandpa tree, I think. Did I write down Grandpa tree? I might have. Maybe not, though. I have not. But it's a mix of a lot of things, actually. It's not just the Crick, it's just a lot of it is the Crick. Because there's also. Sorry, I just need to pick one of these, and there's nothing good. There's nothing good that I want here. That one. All right. The main village resides on the mainland of East Torin. I plan to have it like right here-ish, which is why I wanted that specific thing. So we can add like a ton of islands over here, make a little archipelago. But yeah. I just need to do something else real quick to make myself more comfortable. Whatever. Where was I? In the middle of the Roth. Yeah. So there will be islands, and technically the islands will also have villages and ecosystems that the Roth presides over. But the Roth is mainly like right here-ish. But yeah. It's governed by the Fjord Lord, which is a really funny name that I decided to add in because it was a really funny name. That's pretty much it. So there's the Fjord Lord, and no, there's the Fjord Lord Galag, who resides over it between midnight and noon, and Sisrid the Crowned, who rules the next 12 hours from noon to midnight, which is something I stole from One Piece. Because that's how Zou works. They have Inuarashi, who rules over day, and Nekomamushi, who rules over night. Or I guess if you're watching Viz, it's Cat Viper and Dogstorm, I think. So instead of Cat Viper and Dogstorm, I have Fjord Lord and Sistrud the Crowned. I guess it's not the main difference between this and Zou is that it's not animal people and it's not on the back of a giant elephant. So, you know, it's a completely separate entity from Northeast Torin, meaning it's not involved in the war other than the people of the Roth who choose to go to East Torin and involve themselves in the war. But the Roth has no obligation to do so, making it the only continent making it the only Torin that isn't 100% itself, right? Because all of North, South, and West Torin are all united under the same flag, same banner, whatever you want to call it. And I forgot to get my water. I might have to go get that. I'm probably going to have to go get that at some point. So I'll have to leave you guys at that point. I'm sorry you couldn't see what I was doing down here. I wasn't doing anything while I was talking about that, though. So, anyways, where was I? Fjordlord and Sistrud. No, completely separate entity from East Torin. They're the first mortal beings to have created a god, which is the Thunder Daddy. Again, blatant stealing from Nadpod. Where Nadpod and the Crick have the Fire Daddy. The Roth have the Thunder Daddy. And I picked that because I figured, trees are weak to fire, so water's weak to electricity. But Electric Daddy didn't sound good, so it's the Thunder Daddy. And that might also not sound good, and I've just what's it called? I don't know. Tricked myself into believing that it does when it really doesn't. Or maybe it does sound good and I'm crazy. Either way, um, you know, I guess you don't know. Whatever. I didn't. Doesn't mean anything in that context. I just said it to fill space. Uh, yeah. First mortal beings to create a god, unknown how they did it, but they did, which is why there's 16 gods as opposed to just 15, because there's 5 of each quote unquote gender, whatever you want to call it, so I guess pronouns: he, him, she, her, they, them. And if you don't fuck with that, then leave. Because I truly don't want you here. From the bottom of my 7 subscriber heart, I do not want you here if you don't fuck with pronouns. Because frankly, it doesn't affect you in any way. Yeah, so that's why there's that. So there's 6 he, him, 5 she, her, 5 they, them. But yeah. What was that? What else was there? I don't know how they did it. The dwarves inside, the Roth dwarves that live in the Roth, are magic users. Or no, not magic users. They're not magic users, in fact. They're martial. They fight with their hands, fists, and swords. And bows and whatnot. They just don't use magic generally. And wait, no, they don't. They focus on battle and fighting and allow anyone else who wishes to become stronger into their ranks. Sorry. Within the cities of the Roth. Ooh, there's a secret society. That's cool. They're evil. Also cool. There's what was it? They call the society Corinth's Vessels of the Necrotic Rune because that's what I decided they should be called. Because I made a language, and it's like, oh, I really like K, V, N, and R, and then I decided, hey, that's not going to be the language here because I don't want to deal with that. But it's sticking around because it's also a really cool idea, and I wanted to. The quote unquote vessels, as they're called, because it's in the name, right? Corinth's Vessels of the Necrotic Rune. They go through experiments on themselves and have a rune grafted it onto themselves somewhere. Their choice, I guess, is what I'm deciding. Yeah, they have necrotic rune grafted onto them somewhere of their choice. And then they gain powers from it. Think of it kind of like a karma seal from Boruto. And whether or not you fuck with Boruto is up to you, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't watch it. I watch someone else who tells me what's going on in it, and then I say cool, and kind of that's that. But does that look good? Looks pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. All right. I guess I didn't expand too much on Corinth's Vessels of the Necrotic Rune, but just think of it as karma markings. So as long as you can just keep thinking of it like that, you'll essentially get the gist of it. Yeah. Next, we're going on to South Torin. This one down here. Yeah. South Torn. Obviously, as I just said, it is allied with East Torren in a war between itself and, or no, it's allied with East Torren in a war against North and West Torren. Yeah. Anyways, the gelatinous cube uprising started here, which is kind of just what it sounds like. You know, it's an uprising of gelatinous cubes. They did pretty well, right? And before you say, "Oh, they're too weak, they couldn't do anything," the fucking emu wars happened in like our world, in our real life 7-continent world. Our real life. I don't know any famous events that happened today, so I can't say anything like that. But you know, the emu wars happened in our emu war world. So the gelatinous cube uprising for sure could, because, hey, believe it or not, gelatinous cubes are way stronger than emus ever will be, or can ever hope to be even. And Australians suck. That's right. That's my hot take of the night. Australians suck because they couldn't beat like a large amount of emus. That's why Australians are bad. I don't really believe that, but whatever. The gelatinous cube uprising is kind of just exactly what it sounds like. Again, I don't think I need to do much in the way of describing it because it's just some gelatinous cubes that uprised and created a hive mind and uprose. So, you know. There's Mount Rhinax. Mount Rhinax is the largest mountain in Jordan. As you climb up the mountain, there's like 3 separate environments. I guess also if I had to give like a size, I would say the top of Mount Rhinax reaches like where sea level would be on North Torren, because that's 120 feet in the air from the bottom. Like from the bottom to sea level, that's 120 feet in the air. But then it goes up, and then there's like where the beach, the beach, and heavy air quotes is. That's where that is, and I don't. Looking at something. Sorry, I'm just. All right. What was I talking about? Where the quote unquote beaches are, right? Mount Rhinax goes up to where the quote unquote beaches are of North Torren. So it's over 120 feet tall, or over 120 feet above sea level. So, you know, and on your way, as you're climbing it, you'll encounter 3, count them 3 different environments. That's what they're called. There's 3 different environments that you'll encounter on your way up Mount Rhinax. First, beautiful misty, vibrant forest. Not misty, misty, vibrant forest. It's very short. It's like kind of like as you're walking up to it, and like maybe 50 feet up the mountain, followed by the longest area, right, which is chilling, inhospitable, perilous, cliff faces made purely of ice. So basically really cool to really bad, you know. The largest stretch of land, And there's one way in that they're similar, and that's that there's some pretty nasty monsters. Pretty nasty monsters on both. So, you know, you do have to overcome the big nasty monsters when you're climbing up. And I'm saying nasty just because it's funnier to say than nasty. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much the only reason I'm saying nasty instead of nasty. That one. But then there's the final area, which is like it's like plateaus that are stacked on top of each other, but they're beautiful, bright, gold, iridescent plains above the clouds, which may. How high up are the clouds? How high up are the clouds? 1,500 feet? In yards. Whatever. 1,500 divided by 3. 15,000 divided by 3. 5,000? Man, this is supposed to be so much higher than it is. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna. You know what? Fuck it. It's way higher than 120 yards in the sky. It's like fucking so big. So high up. It's like so big. Way bigger than 5,000 yards. Way bigger than that, right? Because that's the only way what I said would make sense. That's what we have to do to make it make sense. But yeah. Yeah, it's a really big mountain. It's a really big, cool, awesome mountain. During the day, this final place is a fucking paradise, literal heaven on earth and whatnot. In the night, it turns to a hellscape because these deep, inky black monsters crawl out of the ground and attack people. So, bad, pretty bad, I would say. I would say that would warrant why people don't live up there, because there's bad monsters. Give me just a second to readjust myself. All right, and we're better. And I'm better now. All right. Bottom left. Next is the Dead Ringer Dunes. Is that? Yeah, that's the next thing I want to talk about because that's the coolest one. We're not going to get through it all because there's a lot to it and not a lot left. But the Dead Ringer Dunes, Dead Ringer Dunes, are some sand, right? Some sand. There was a war there. People died, as happens when there's wars. The battle that played out there, and replays with the sand that is there is the it's called the Desert Mirage Clash. Oh, it's black sand. That's cool. I didn't remember that. So there's black sand, and it replays the conflict only that is known as the what did I just call it? The Desert Mirage Clash. But lots of mountain ranges. Locals call these mountain ranges the Sand Serpent, which isn't the most creative, but it doesn't need to be because it's cool, and that's what counts. Which one? Let's do this one. Anyways, where this one? The Sand Serpent, it's seen as a benevolent guardian of the dunes. I don't think I'm gonna talk anymore about the dunes because we're just so close to finishing this, and then we're gonna have to move on, and we're just gonna be in the middle of it. But I'm sure we'll talk about it later at some point. In corner. We're up in top left. We want that one because that one's cool. Then here, we're gonna get bottom left. And we're gonna pick this one because that one's cool. And now we're on to the last Tauren. We're on to West Tauren. Right over here, West Tauren. We're gonna move the controls up and move ourselves down. And I'm gonna check on something one last time. Nope, nothing there. All right. Alrighty. On to West Tauren. Let's see. West Tauren, it's allied with North Tauren in a war against East and South Tauren. I felt like I should specify that everywhere because I don't know, I might forget it or something. But it's also surrounded by the Blighted Sea, which is, bad. It's all blighted and such. Hence making it bad. We're going to talk about the coolest location that I can think of here. The Gilded Harbor of Norhold Thal'dor, which is, just a pretty cool place where pirates live and pirates reside over everything. Why? Because pirates are fucking dope. Pirates are awesome and rad and cool as hell. And also, I like pirates for the same reasons I just said. Because they're awesome, dope, and cool as hell. Which, yes, I get that they're all synonyms of each other. They're also all correct. Anyways, it's a bustling seaside port filled with markets and trade ships. It's owned by, as I said, pirates, but more specifically, the Red Guralion pirate. Guralion? I don't know how to say that word. It's the big ape guys from hell. The big ape guys. I think they're called that. I don't know if they're actually called. They're called like Guralions. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I refuse to learn because that sounds lame. It sounds lame, and I'm not going to do it. But basically, they rule there because they keep the Blighted Sea away from there specifically, meaning trade can get through and whatnot, but only around where they are, because guess what? Now they have a monopoly on trade. But something else. I was going to say something else. Don't remember what, though. Yeah. Yeah, because of the effect the pirates have on the economy, the government of West Tauren can't take action against them for fear of tanking the financial state of the continent, which would be bad. They do want to keep people happy because people live there. And it would suck if people weren't happy because everything got fucked. The stalls and shops of this harbor sell peculiar materials, exotic animals, and rare artifacts. another stuff too that I didn't write down yet. I was planning on going to like one. I don't know. Who knows when we'll go, how long we'll go for. We'll go till I decide I'm done. Pretty much. Despite the beautiful visuals of the port, the true nature of the port is dangerous and precarious for anyone stupid enough to walk in without first learning its customs. I do have a stat sheet for the leader of the Red Growlon Pirates and thus the quote unquote mayor of this harbor town. And I will gladly pull up his sheet in just a second after I do this. All right, let's pull up his sheet. I'm using D&D Beyond, which I know is bad because, you know, I don't know. Like maybe D&D is bad. Maybe it's just Hasbro's bad. D&D is bad. Corporations are bad. Steal from Walmart. I only believe in two of those things. And which one of them? I'm sure you can assume. How many things? I disagree with one of those things. I don't know how many I said. So we have Captain Scarlet Wren. He's a Goliath. Technically closer to a giant, but I can't write that down. I don't know. I think he is a Goliath, but he only has one eye because his giant lineage was a Cyclops instead of, one of the pretty giants. He's cool. I really like him. He's got lair actions. He's got legendary actions. He's definitely someone I definitely put the most time into him out of anyone else. Definitely did that. He's got a sunblade. He's got a cool gun. He's got smoke bombs. He's got a water pseudopod, Ocean's Embrace, which is shield but worse. Some legendary actions and some lair actions. Anyways, we're here to build a map, not talk about characters. No matter how much I want to, because they're also cool. That one. Anyways, I guess I should go back here. We can talk more about West Torin. The next coolest thing, I guess, is we'll talk about the Blighted Sea. That's come up multiple times. Oops. Blighted Sea, large body of water with mushrooms growing as lily pads, weeping willows growing out of the water. The mushrooms emit spores that carry arcane power. Believe that breathing in these spores would grant you powers of a sorcerer. However, everyone who's done this is died because it's a bad idea to just breathe in random spores when you don't know what they're going to do, or when you just assume that they're going to be helpful. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's dumb and bad, and I don't recommend it. Anyways. As the wind blows, the branches of the willows sway and whisper what is claimed to be ancient knowledge. So, pretty cool, I guess. Maybe you're learning some ancient knowledge while you're huffing shroom spores. Maybe you're just getting high. Maybe it's just that. Who knows? Maybe you're just dying because you're huffing unknown shroom spores. That is also an option. Just a second. Need to do something. There we go. Blighted Sea. As ships edge closer to the Blighted Sea, people have mentioned strange phenomena going on. What are these phenomena? Who knows? Maybe? Nope. Stars disappear or distort. Compasses flip directions randomly, and maybe not entirely just from north to south, but from like north to west, something like that. Uh, why did we get off that? Don't know. Whatever. Um, this. Ugh, my computer's being laggy. Ugh. Anyways, here. Outward corners, bottom left. Ships just get slowed randomly, and other occurrences that hinder movement and exploration and everything like that. Um, um, I don't know. That's kind of all I have for the Blighted Sea. And we have not enough to start talking about something else. So I hope you don't mind if I just don't. I'll keep talking about what I'm thinking when I'm making the map, but also there's not much that I'm thinking when I'm making the map. I'm thinking, hey, what would look good here? And then I click on it. So that's kind of it. There's no one here to ask questions or nothing. So who knows? Who knows? Left. We want we want all the way down to the bottom. So let's just get like a this, like a that, like a this. Yeah, that looks good. I think, right? Yeah, it's good. All right. Here we're gonna get medium to anything else. So let's go medium to high, and then high to low, which would be that one. All right, right here. And then we're just about good with everything. No, that one. Here, and we're just gonna get this one. There we go. We go down here. We can just say, hey, turn this to an image. And then bang, there we go. Here we go. Here's the world of Jordan as it is now. Obviously, this isn't what it's going to stay like because... sorry. Because it looks bland and boring and dumb and bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some islands in places. We're going to add I want a big compass up here so you can see, hey, what's going on, what's where, right? And that's where compass is in one of the corners. I don't know which one it's normally in, but it's in one of them. So that's what we'll be doing. But first, we're going to add some islands. I'm not sure if I said last time that I only have 8 continents worth of things. That is a lie. I do have 9 places written down with landmarks. And one of them is right here. Right here. Now let's move it over 1. Just to separate it from the Darnic Kingdom. Bang. No, bang. There we go. There we go. Here we are. This is just something else we got here. This is the Neverblit Haven. Or Niverblit Haven. It's a combination of never and blitzed as an attacked. So it is a kingdom that has never been attacked. No. That there. There we go. Niverblit Haven. No monsters live here. Very flat, aside from select locations. And those select locations are the landmarks. We're probably going to cover all 4 of these. Maybe. We would if we were doing anything else. Maybe not here because it's like just an island, and also there's not anything written really about these. So Niverblit Haven. I've already said no monsters live here. Very flat, aside from select locations. And one of those select locations is the Blushing Bear Bones. That one's illiterate. Not illiterate. Don't know why they made them so close. I think it's dumb. Covering. Anyways, let me just scroll down so it's like at the top of my page. There we go. Blushing Bear Bones. Bones from a very large serpent that have mysteriously turned pink. For some reason. Hence the mysteriously. Because no one knows. Not even me. I don't even know why they turned pink. I just know that they did at some point. I do know one thing, though. And that's that the entire skeleton has yet to be dug up, and as it extends deep into the ground. Pretty cool. Yeah, just pretty cool. Kind of all I have to say about that. That's just a pretty cool thing, me. Next, we have, just a second as I pick something out. That one. Next up, we have Highland Fort, a bastion built into one of the plateaus on the island. That's how flat this is. Even the mountains are flat on top. That's right. Flat mountains. Woo-woo. That's what we got. It's just a castle fortification, whatever you want to call it, built into a mountain. Probably some other things going on with it. Fortification to fend off intruders who come to harvest their resources and not keep monsters at bay. Because once again, no monsters. No monsters, no reason to keep monsters at bay. So, to not indulge into stereotypes and maybe be labeled as a bad person here. They are just as technologically advanced as everyone else. How has that happened? Because of something. Next is Lily Pad River, which is a river that splits the island in two. So we're just going to have like a river going through here. There's not actual lily pads there, but rather it's just islands that just scatter the river. So that's pretty cool, if I can say so. Despite the fact that they're not lily pads, there are a shocking amount of bullywugs, grung, actual frogs, frog hemits, frog-like creatures that live within the scope of this river. But something else, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. There's probably. I don't think there's anything else with the Lily Pad River. I think it's just like frogs and frog-like creatures inhabit there. It's not actual lily pads. It's just little islands that are there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Next, there's the High Wall Plateau. Large plateau sits on the bottom half of the island. Pretty cool. Said to be remains of a deceased master, and by master I mean master like his craft or something like that. So like a really cool magic dude, really cool something else maybe, and he's dead up there. But the people of the island refuse to climb the peak because of something, religious reasons or something. I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with religious reasons. There. Anyways, there's that island. And now everything else, I have no clue. We're just going to add a smattering of islands everywhere. Actually, I did just remember we do need a pretty large island just over here. Right there. We do need a big island right there. So, not much is going on with this island. There's just like a cool serpent on it, or serpent skeleton on it, and people are checking that out. The only team that was like sent there is dead, so not great. They did die, and that sucks for them. But you know that but it happened, so they're dead, and that sucks for them. I need the control panel down here. 270 meter? Yes. All right. Yeah. Not much going on with this one. There's no one here to like ask questions or something, so just me talking to myself really for, I would say, a while until we get to the next thing. Yeah. If you're watching this back as a VOD and you're at this point, what do you think of the world? Do you think it's cool? Do you think it's lame? Do you think I'm just an asshole or something for whatever reason? Do you think like I should get a better mic? Because if you do, keep that to yourself. I know. Just leave it in the comments. What do you think? Leave in the comments what you think I should add here, and I'll think about it. And I will think about it. I will for sure definitely think about. I clicked on the right thing. About adding it. Maybe. But yeah. But yeah. Huh. Yeah. I don't know. Not much going on currently. My audio bitrate looks to be good, so I don't have to worry about that. And I'm saying that because there's some kind of fucked up audio in the background from a box. What box? Couldn't tell you. I don't know anything about it. But there's a box back there, and it's kind of fucking up the audio. Turn to image down here. All right. And look, now we have this island here of Niverblit, the Niverblit Haven. And then this one, Rockenbook. It's Rockenbook Island. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we're going to still add islands, but these islands are going to be significantly smaller. Like, let's see. Let's turn on grid. And then I think right here, we're going to just have I'm not going to fill these up, but rather what we're going to do is like maybe something like this. And then here we just do like this. And this side on the left, we just get we just pick this one and this, and we do some outward corners like right here. Maybe we get like this, and then and then we want like a this here. We top left. We go this and then this, and then boom, there's an island. There's an island we got. Just wanted to check something out. All the islands I don't have anything for because a lot of them are just like islands and they don't have much going on with them. You know what we should do? And by we I mean me. By we I mean me right now because you guys can't do anything. Ha ha ha. We should add like a little tiny. Ooh, I know. I'm gonna add a little egg. One of these. Right. And then we have like this little iron cross shaped island right there. Maybe we stray away from the iron cross actually. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do not put in an iron cross. Maybe we don't. What do you think about that? I was about to try something else. However, we don't want that. No, we don't. We definitely don't want that. That one's definitely bad. Right? That one's bad. And I'm not gonna go back and do it again. We're not gonna go back and show people why that one specifically is bad because it's bad and we're not. It's bad and we're not. And if you're watching this as like a bot, I recommend you don't go back to check out why it was so bad. Let's just say it was the same people who used the iron cross also used this and it was bad. Yeah, so let's use that one. We got this little small island right there. All right. Any more islands? Any more big-ish islands we should add? I think up here maybe. Yeah, let's add one like right here. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Look at that. Like a. Oops, we want that to go up here. Look at that. Maybe here we just go. We do that. Then here we do. I kind of think this one should be kind of like bulbousy, from middle to top. Kind of like that ish. That looks kind of cool. I think. I do think that's a cool look thing. Cool thing, look thing, cool. I think that's cool. Yeah. Now, we should add some more islands and just some places that don't have anything. Like, you know what? We can go here. We can go to icons and water, and then we can just say, hey, like, no, we can't do that. You can be like, hey, this is here. That's cool. But also I don't like that. But also I don't like that. I think we're gonna do some big islands here. Yeah. Now let's do like a decently big island right here. Yeah, let's do that. Right here, we're gonna want something kind of smallish, but also maybe that. That one looks cool. That looks good. Up here, top right, we're gonna want maybe we do like a kind of X-shaped island. Right? Does that sound cool? Kind of. This and top left. There's not a great one like those. So let's just look. There was another one somewhere. Uh, let's do a little like this, and then we rotate it. 270? Yeah. There we go. Kind of X-shaped islandish. We're actually gonna start here first, I guess. It has to go bottom to bottom. So maybe like a that. Yeah, that works. That's fine. All right, we're gonna change this to go. So we're up at the top, and then look at that. Look at that. Like that. Like that's cool. Then we go right. We do another bottom to bottom. There's something over here. Ooh, we go a little extra point out that way. So it looks like a kind of little guy. Actually, we're gonna take off that little guy because now I'm realizing with this little thing, it kind of looks like a peepee, like a peepee, and that's not great. Bottom. That. There we go. Then we toggle grid, and there we go. Kind of very vaguely X-shaped island. Yeah. I'm looking. It kind of looks like there's a lot of free space here, and we don't have to fill everything, but it is nice to have some cool things there, you know. But maybe we have like a whirlpool and like a serpent or something like, hey, this is a really dangerous area. Maybe we do that. I think we're doing that. Yeah. Yeah. But anyways, I think now we're actually no, because there's some things that are going to be more tedious to do normally than if we just do them on the grid. So we're going to go icons and go to geography. It's like right here-ish. I think this is where the Forest of Dornix is. I have to remember to turn it 90 degrees so it lines up correctly. Yeah. Right here, we're gonna want like a this. Once again, rotated 90 degrees. This we might just choose. We'll just choose like that, and once again 90 degrees. Here we can actually just do this again, and then up here on top we do like that. Rotate both of those 90 degrees. Yeah. I don't know. There's not much, but some. Not much, but some. Ooh, wait, we need kind of a little something like that, which actually doesn't exist here. Yeah, it doesn't. Huh. Unless we want to just like add something somewhere. I think we do want this here. We want that there. We can do it that way. It's just going to be a pane kind of. Yeah, so there's going to be a pane kind of down around the bottom. You know, like a this, like a that, because that's cool. Rotate it 90. And here we can just pick like that. And once again, rotate 90 and turn it off. All right. Now, I'm just going to use this to consolidate it together. Bring it down. Push it in more. And there, and then bring that down. And there we go. There's for draggable controls. We're going to select layer 1, which doesn't do anything. Toggle drags on. And then, let's do this. Let's do that. I have to click it, rotate it 90 degrees. And then we're bringing this over here. Wait, let me just turn the grid off. That might make this easier, maybe? Man, I think what would make it easier is getting a better look at it. Whatever. That's good enough. No one's going to be able to tell. Yeah. But now we're going to go back onto our lore page, my lore page specifically, I suppose. And yeah, and this is where we add stuff. So let's see. We're starting with FODWEX because, you know, that's what I've already started on. All right. We have the Forest of Dornix essentially nailed down. There is a location known as the Frostfang Abyss. Yes, Frostfang Abyss. So what we're gonna want to do is take this, make it. We're gonna toggle resize on so we can change the size of it, make it larger. Move this to like right here, and then bang, that's where the Frostfang Abyss is. Yeah, that's good. Whatever. Yeah. There's also a location known as the Evershade Mountain, and I think this might also be easier to do on the grid slightly, if at all. So it's actually really close to this. So rotate those 90 degrees. Let's do this. Maybe like some of these. One big mountain and a couple of small mountains there. Now, I've actually decided once again, and it's fine to keep doing this, that you don't want it. Reset. And unclick them. Unclick the boxes, toggle grid off, and toggle drags on, and enable draggable pieces. Then we're going to want one of these, 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 these, and that one. That one goes on top, and then these ones. And this is where they're going. This is just so I can catalog them in which ones higher up where. Yeah. If you're rewatching this and you have like a question, feel free to ask it in the comments. Can't say I will. I can't. I won't say I'll definitely answer it, but I will maybe answer it. I will definitely maybe answer it. All right. And I get that I just messed them all up, but there's not much I can do now. I can't do much about it now. I'm just gonna have to deal with the fact that they got messed up. And I have to just kind of deal with it. I remember it mostly. And by mostly I do mean not at all, but that's fine. It's fine. It'll be great. It'll be fine and great and dandy and everything else. Fine, great, dandy, and other such synonyms. But yeah. Pair that up to like a big old fat spot. And this can come sit like over here. This one actually should be in the back, and there's no way to change what layer they're on. Unless I want to delete everything, which I don't. Which I actually super don't want to do. Yeah. We're like an hour and a half in. I think maybe I don't know. Give me just a second to do something real quick. Needed to blow my nose, and I didn't want to blow your eardrums out. So muted the mic and blew my nose. Anyways, the next thing we have, the next like big thing we have is there's a coast or an island off the coast. So we're gonna want to add that in. So I'm thinking, because obviously I could just say, oh, it's this island, but that's not. I don't know. I don't want to do that. So what I'm thinking is, hey, take this. Once again, toggle resize on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Make it larger. Maybe not that large. That large is good though. And then we just do a little that. Do a little that. So we have. So I think that looks cool. It kind of looks coolish, doesn't it? I think it looks cool. Actually, there's a couple things we just really need to do right now. We can just do this really quickly because these two aren't going to take any time at all. At all. Rotate both of those 90 degrees. All right. So this goes like up here, and this becomes way bigger. and comes and sits on this island right there. Cool. I think that looks good, right? Because like if you move it over here, you can see, oh, it's got this little thing there. But if you move it over here, it's the same color, so it disappears, and now it just looks like a skeleton. So I think that's cool. I realized that we should do the smaller ones first, just because it'll be easier. So over here we have Neverblit Island. So we're just gonna want to add some, like a river through it, like because like I said, there's a big old river known as the Lily Pad River. So it's got all these cool little islands in it that just give the vaguest, like, oh, this is a river that is full of lily pads. You know, obviously, it's not actually full of lily pads. They're just little islands, like I said before. But still, you know, there, it's cool and whatnot. There. It'd be great to be able to turn this like less than 90 degrees, but you can't do that. So I think we delete this and try and get something else. This one, maybe this one. Maybe this one works and is cool and works. I think 18270 mirror. Nope. Reset. 90 mirror. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good, I think. I think it looks good enough and it works. But actually, what we're going to do now is we're going to delete this. And we're going to take this one and then take this one. And now we have this, which will go there where it goes. But we also have this, and we can make it just a little bit thicker. There's that, but this is going to get reset 90. That's good. So take this and put it back where it was, which was right there. And then we take this and move it so that it gets just a little bit. We're going to actually rotate it more. Like that. That's good. Take this, move it to like there. Move it to a there-ish position so that it's got a bit of extra room. And that's cool. That's cool. I like that. There's also like 2 plateaus, so we can just add 2 plateaus. They are different spots, so we're going to differentiate them by picking different ones. Right? Both of those go 90. This is the fortress. This is, I forgot what it's called, but the fortress. And this one is, the other one. Yeah. Now let's just go back up to FODWEX because we can. We're hopping around a lot, but we're going to keep doing it because I find it better, easier, whatever. It works better for me. And now this is where you're going to have to excuse my poor lack of knowledge in geography, despite the fact that it's everything Heyo leave in the comment if you get what that's a reference. Leave in the comments if you get what that's a reference to. But I'm just organizing this for to be something that doesn't need to be organized, and it's gonna stop getting organized as soon as I move it. Anyways, let's see, because I don't know how rivers work. That's what I was gonna say. I think I don't know how rivers work, so they're gonna work however it works best for me. Doing whatever I want to do with a river. So let's see, this can come up from like there. There, I think. I'm just gonna check something. Nope, nothing. Right. Yeah, nothing there. All right, whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna keep moving things how I think they should be moved to where I think they should be moved. Okay, so I just want it like that. There's this. Get that with that there. There's something that actually goes right over here-ish. Actually, sorry about that. If you could hear it. If not, then you won't know what I'm talking about, and that's fine. Yeah. Just adjusting things to how I think they should be adjusted. Like that? Yeah, that works. Let's do something like this. Change it, rotate it to 70. Yep. This goes like a that. And then we get this again. And rotate it. For that. Like there. All right. Take out this little circle, rotate it, and this goes right there. So there's something in that little circle there. And what's in there? I'll never tell. Tee hee hee. Tee hee hee hee. Let's get this. Take it. Rotate it. Like that. And where are these other parts of the rivers going to go? Great questions. Probably like lakes or something. I'm thinking. We're gonna resize this to be smaller. Turn resize off. Take it and move it like. There we go. And that one goes down there. Let's grab this. This can go down this way. And then it leads to a little. Ooh, they don't have any. There's no like good river shapes specifically, like big river shapes. Whatever. Oh, I'm gonna add this in actually real quick. I'm gonna add our little compass in. It's that big. All right. And this just goes down here. There we go. All right. Let's do something like this, and this can go right here-ish. Does that work? Is that good? I don't think so, actually. I think this one's got to go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do like small rivers for that. Whatever, it's fine. I can do that. It's just annoying. There we go. There we go. So we need one of these. This comes, goes. Is there anything that works better for what I want? I don't think so. That one maybe. It's not going to fit right at the end. It's going to have to go down there. Yeah. But I can just take like this, move this over to like there. There we go. Yep. I was planning on going to like 1, but I also assumed there would be people here. So I think maybe we're only going to go till 12. A little 2-hour stream. But yeah. Do a little this. Take it. Rotate it. All right. Once again, I'm going to get like a island and then move that over on top of this little thing there. There we go. Gosh, this is going to take a bit. Ugh. Hope you're comfy. Guys, hope you're comfy. This is going to take a bit. Takes a lot of finagling, and I'm way further away than I would like to be for this. So, oops, reset, mirror that way. There we go. There we go. Then we want this to like curve way over that way. But actually, let's try something else for this. Let's turn on. Let's take out this one. This one. That's good. This is by far my least interesting stream yet, I think. And that is saying something. Yeah, there we go. Because I'm not like super good at streaming. You know? But here it's just me doing something odd. Just kind of building a map. We're not really talking, we're not talking about much. works. You just take them off, I think. Maybe, I don't think that works actually. Delete that draggable. Take this. Rotate it. And this can go over that way. And then, since we're here, I have like a couple things I need to do here. So this gets rotated and then placed in this opening there. I need these houses here to get rotated and then shrunk. But it needs to be shrunk way more. Maybe not way more, but a bit more. All right. There we go. You want like, I think we're going to do 2 castles here, but as opposed to like making them, but instead, we're not just going to stack them on top of each other. What we're going to do is we're going to move that one there and then half stack this one on top after I move this a bit. Move that to be like that, and then take this one, put it right there. That works. Right, so now we have this cool castle there. Yeah. And then I want like rivers running up this way, so this half of the continent isn't like empty. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I don't know, guys. Let's see. I think it is gonna. Obviously, I did say I wanted a river up this way to not make it feel like there's nothing at the top and it's all in the bottom. Excuse me. What are we? Quarter to midnight. That's pretty good. Quarter to midnight ain't bad. Let's see. There we go. Once again, we want a little small island to block off that exit. $180. Right. There. There we go. I think we had like a lot of little lakes up here too, just cause. Let's see. I have all of these listed down, but I want to make some like, I have all the landmarks I have listed down. There's this, there's that, this, that. All right. But should have some other stuff. What does this look like? What's down here? Oh, it looks like another skeleton kind of. You know what? This is going to be really cool. We're going to have like, we're going to have like a cool dragon head, like right here. And now you might be saying like, oh, you can clearly see the things there. Well, that's where we do what we've been doing the whole time. Just add in islands to cover that shit up. That's where we do that. There's not one like really big. Yeah, there's this one. Not big enough. There we go. Now there's just a big old dragon head there. And what does that mean? Who knows? I sure don't. What I know is that it's there because it's cool. So it's cool, so it's there, and it's there, so it's because it's cool. There's actually no way for anyone to see that. And before you say, "Oh, you can see it," you're lying. You're lying, and you're bad at lying, which is how I know you're lying. I don't know. Uh, 180. Take this, throw it there. I actually want it to go like kind of turn that way. So take this, put that there. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. And then we take take this one. And then actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna delete that. That one we don't need. Take this, move this up there, up here, and then we're also going to make another little river circling that. Right? Because that sounds dope and awesome. Cool and awesome. Like that, maybe? Is that gonna... yeah, it's fine. We just take this one. We delete it. And we do this and that up to like there. And then we take this back out and then throw that there. And bang, there's 3 rivers flowing into this, and we're actually not going to complete that circle. Because I said so. Yeah, because I said so. And we're not going to do it because of that. Does mean we need to finish off this here. And maybe actually we do this. Take that, turn this 180. Do a little that. No, that's bad. Reset it. Maybe like a little that, maybe? Does that look good, do you think? I'm gonna move it out that way, actually, this way, actually. And I've decided again we're gonna change it up to be like that. Ooh bang. Ooh bang, ooh baby. Look at that. Then we take this, add a little straight line through there. And this, take it, rotate it. 270 is what we want. Do that. No. I'm trying to think of what would look the best. Yes, that's good. That's what I want. Yeah, it's like just like that. There we go. And then we actually just take this, move this, we delete it, and then we replace it with another one. Take it, we then take this. If I have to rotate this 90 degrees, like I am with it, that's fine. We're going to resize it. We actually don't need to select it. We just need to make it bigger that way. And then, like and then like that. Ugh, sorry. And like that, it all looks good, kind of. Actually, no, this one doesn't. I'm going to delete this one and get another one out. Maybe even this one. Yeah, I think of this one. Rotate it. Make it bigger. Like that. That look good. Looks good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Maybe this actually too. Maybe we just. I'm gonna have to make this bigger too. Huh. That's fully just taking over that one. So take this one, just delete it, I say. Take this, and then like that. Actually, like that, maybe? Maybe we do a bit of that. Move it this way. There we go. I think that looks good. Leave in the comments whether or not you think this looks good. Huh. It's still very bland up here, so maybe we just add like some hills. Rotate. Let's just throw some like hills up this way. You know, nothing like true intrusive, just some hills. Oops, don't need that to be selected. In fact, it messes with us if it's selected. This maybe rotate that. Take these, throw them just underneath, and then these and throw them in between that little hole there, that little gap. All right. We're also going to add like a couple caves. Add a couple caves. Keep forgetting that I have to point and then drag them down. Like, goddamn, this is kind of really a lot annoying. Kind of really a lot annoying. All right, we're rotating all of those 90, and then we're unclicking them all. That one goes there. This one goes also there. This one goes there. And this can go up here. And this one goes there. Add like a little cliff face, maybe, I think. Add a little cool cliff face. Like, and then this stretches this way. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. This goes like that. And then we're back to what we should be on. Rotate. Is there... What does mirror do here? All right, that's good. That looks good. It goes there. And it kind of stretches over more like that. There we go. I think that looks good. would ask you guys, but no one's here. Not to throw a pity party or nothing, but just kind of stating facts, you know? This, all gonna get rotated and then put down here. Don't want that. But we're just doing this so it doesn't look super plain anywhere. And then maybe this. Take this, rotate it, and throw them down in this corner. We're getting pretty close to when I wanted to end this, but I don't know. I'm thinking maybe also I just do this in my free time. You know, people were here yesterday, no one's here today. Maybe I'll try one more time, see if people show up. But if not, if they do, cool. I'll maybe do it more. If they don't, also cool. Maybe I don't do it more. Who knows? Yeah. We're just really adding whatever I think needs to be added or should be added in any specific place. And by should be added, I mean it's kind of looking some bare bones here, so I'm gonna throw something together. I can go there. This can come over, go here. Yeah. We're actually getting pretty close to the end of the stream. So I'm thinking we just maybe I switch back to Facecam, say my goodbyes and thank yous, and then we leave. But actually, I'm just gonna try and get one more thing out here first. Maybe. Oop. And then a big downwards thing. And that actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in and then switch back face cam, say my goodbyes, then thank yous, and then get out of here, you know? All right. All right. Thank you for coming. This is the jacket I put on. It's just a little flannel with a hood. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. If you've watched this far into the VOD, not much else to say. I'm gonna end the stream and do everything else I need to do. Goodbye, good night, good morning, whenever you're watching